Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and this is the jbuepodcast.
Hi, I'm Ellen.
And today we're going to be talking about this is so weird to say out loud, but my birthing story. So, such an awkward thing because I usually just tell like select people about this because it's
Mm-hmm.
really personal, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and my plan is to go into detail about everything. So, so first of all, if you are a male and you find that very uncomfortable, please don't watch this. And if you are female and you want to know more about this kind of stuff, keep watching. I'm just like disclaimer, it's gonna get a little TMI. So,
Uh, One more little quick thing. If you're actually watching and you're not just listening, we will be having this lamp flicker on and off because the demon is really excited about this topic.
yeah,
So,
it's the sacrifice.
yeah, don't worry, or if it bothers you, I'm sorry. Like if it bothers you or you have like medical conditions that deal with like flashing lights, just try not to watch. You can listen, or you can even tune in next week.
Sounds good. All right, let's get started. So, I'm just gonna start from like the very beginning. So, I found out, it's so funny to me. I found out I was pregnant, beginning of last year. Oh gosh. Not beginning, like a couple months in. So, maybe like March. I'm trying to think of the timeline. Um, Maybe that's when I found out. I don't know like the exact date, but I found out like around March. And I was with Emerald at the time, so I was competing. And at first, I remember just like going home and I just felt really sick because I was coming back down. So I lived up in LA and I was coming back and forth from San Diego to LA. And I I remember driving back up and I felt nauseous and I was feeling nauseous like a couple nights before, like, and then I would have to like go pee like in the middle of the night, like, that has never ever ever happened to me before. Like I've never peed in the middle of the night. So I was waking up and I was like, okay, I have to pee. So then that was already weird to me, and I was already feeling nauseous and I was like, this is a little whack. I'm gonna take a test just in case cuz I haven't these were symptoms that I haven't felt before. Like it felt different. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to take a test. So I took a test and I remember calling the person I was with at the time and I was like, "Hey dude, look at this." And he was like, shit. And basically, I was just talking to him and I was like, what do you want to do? Like, we have options, but what do you want to do? Like, I want to know what you want to do. Like, it's not like a decision I want to make for myself. Like, my body, my choice. That's controversial. But I wanted to consult with him because I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you specifically want to do? Um, so basically, we talked about that for a while. And then my roommate came home and I was sitting on the couch and I was just like watching like TV or something and I was like, "Bro." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Look." And I showed it to her and she was like, "No fucking way." And it was Caitlin, by the way. We can talk about her. She's chill.
Bestie.
And she was like, "No way, bro." And I was like and she was like, "Well," and I was like, I don't know, like in the middle, and she was like, congratulations, maybe? And I was just like, okay, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this right now because this was like the first day I found out. So obviously, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I have color guard, I have this, I have that. What am I gonna do?
You were still in school too, weren't
Yeah, and
you?
I was still in school, and so I was just like, what do we do? Basically, it was like a talk for a while, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, just debating, constant debate on like,
Mm-hmm.
my options and stuff like that. And people are people aren't gonna like this because this is very controversial right now. But immediately, my first thought was, "Where's the nearest Planned Parenthood?" Because I was like, "I'm a student.
Yeah.
I'm doing color guard. Like this, I really don't know if this can fit into my life,
Especially like in this economy.
Yeah. And so basically, the person I was with also agreed with me and was like, "Yeah, that's how I feel too." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, we're gonna sit on it for a little bit. We're gonna wait and see what happens and how we feel about it. And so I was like, I'll give it a couple days, and we can really genuinely think about what we want to do. And basically, what happened was, I was like, well, we either tell our parents or we no one knows besides me, the significant other, and Caitlin. Those were the three people who were gonna know. And I basically made the decision. I was like, maybe we can, let's tell our parents. And so I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, let's just do it. So I don't remember who we told first. I think we told mine first, or I did. He was too scared to come over. I would be too, honestly. I remember I was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm not feeling good. I missed my period. Can I? Maybe I should test. Kind of like, I don't know." I knew. And so basically, we went to the store. We bought a test, and I tested, and it was positive.
And you already knew.
I already knew.
Yeah.
I showed my mom, and she was like, "Great." And I remember this was the best part. This actually made me laugh. I remember I was like, "Hey, Dad," because he was upstairs at the time, and I was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something. Can we come into the kitchen so I can tell you?" And he was like, "Okay." So he came downstairs, and I was telling him, and I was like, "Hey, like, I'm pregnant." And he was like, "Okay, cool. What's for dinner?" And I was like, "Dad." I was like, "Anything else? Like, that's it?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." Like, that's not the craziest thing to have happened in the past, like, couple months. And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we're gonna move on. And I just remember this one hurt a little bit. I remember going to...
Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
To the other person's parent.
To the papa.
Yeah, to his mom. And I remember, we were both sitting there, and we were sitting in the chair, and she already looked like concerned because it was like, we were sitting her down. And I mean, we were dating for a couple months at this point. I don't know, like 6 months. I don't know. I don't know the timeline.
I thought it was less.
5 months?
Okay.
5, 6 months? 5 months, I think. And we like sat her down, and I'm just gonna be honest, she did not like me from the get-go. I already knew that. I knew that.
Bleep that out.
I knew. I knew I've heard their conversations. He told me their conversations, and basically, I already knew she didn't see me as his future, basically. And that was originally...
Hold on. Parallels. What did he tell you when you guys broke up?
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure his mom kind of talked him into that decision. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just like
it's
clicked
because
in
at
my
the
brain.
time, I wasn't religious. Like I wasn't religious at all.
Got it.
And it was like, just because I'm not religious doesn't mean I'm not gonna support your son. Like, I'm gonna, if he wants me to go to church, I'm gonna go to church. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I get it. That was their faith, and that's how she ultimately saw him with another religious girl.
Yeah.
And so basically we sat down, we were talking, and I basically said it. I don't remember. I don't remember the full thing, but we said it, and she was just like she was concerned. She she was basically asking me like, how do you think I was gonna react? And I was like, I thought you were gonna like, I don't know, kill us. Like, what? I don't know. Like, you're religious. And she was like, well, just because I'm religious doesn't mean like, like I'm all for the baby. Like, we're gonna have the baby. Like, and I was just like, okay, like I get it. And then later on, I found out that she would cry all the time about this is not the life she wanted for the person at the time. Um, she saw someone else with him, like, just, you know what I mean, just all of these factors, and I was just like, damn, I feel welcomed.
She can't put all the blame on you. It takes two to
Right.
tango.
Does, yes. um but basically, and then I was like, okay, so we have to tell his brother. And I just remember like telling him, and he was really excited, and that really helped where I was at the time. And I was like, that's nice. It's nice to hear that someone's like genuinely excited. And then I later found out that his mom told him before I even was able to tell him. So I was like, great, perfect. Like, thanks for, spelling it.
I didn't. That sucks.
Yeah, I really wanted to be the one. And like that happened a lot.
At this point, when you told the parents and when you told the brother, were you already like, we're gonna have the baby, or were you still on the fence?
Yeah, I made that decision. There's no way. If I told everyone, I would have been dead. Disowned.
Yeah.
For my decision.
So when did you finally decide? Because you said we were gonna wait a little bit. When did you finally decide that, like, okay, I want to have the baby? I think it was maybe
like a week and a half, 2 weeks, just around that point.
Just trying to get the timeline in order.
I don't I don't really, it was kind of a blur. I don't really remember like exactly when things happened, but I'm trying to remember like the best of my ability.
Yeah.
So basically life went back to normal after that. Like, for me at least, like I kind of treated it as if I wasn't pregnant, and so I just kept going, and I did Emerald, and I kept my mouth shut about that for a long time. I didn't tell like anyone. I think the only people I told
were some of our close friends that we carpooled with.
Yes.
Can I just say, the story of how you told me is traumatizing.
I tried to tell people like in a funny way, like how I thought it would be funny, because I was trying to make light of the situation. I remember our good friend Luz that I told. I think they were the first person I told, and so I was like, they were tossing me like a flag in the show, and basically when I told them, they were just like, I don't want to throw the flag to you anymore. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, pretend like I didn't tell you.
Yes.
And they were just really supportive, and I really liked that. And Luz was a really, really, really big part of my pregnancy journey.
Yeah.
Bringing me like gift baskets, planning the gender reveal, like doing the gender reveal, like all of that. Like Luz was a huge part.
Luz is awesome.
Pregnancy.
Shout out.
And I can't thank them enough for being there for me.
But I just want to real quick, like, you told me in Dayton.
Oh, right!
As we were getting on the floor for finals.
Oh my gosh,
you told
really?
me at warm-up.
Oh, I did!
You told me at warm-up right before finals. And
Luz was looking at me and was like, do it. And I was like,
and you're like,
okay.
Jenna looks at me, she goes, Ellen, guess what? And I turn around, I'm like, what? And I was like really stressed out because it was our first time at finals.
It was finals, yeah.
And she was like, I'm pregnant. And I'm just like, is that good? Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was like the same where I'm like, is that good or bad?
Yeah.
And
you were like, I remember saying, I was like,
no,
it's
at first,
good. And you were like,
no, at first I was like, haha, you're joking.
Yeah. Yes. You thought I was joking.
And she's like, no, I'm not.
And Luz was like, no, she's not.
And I was like, is this good? Yeah. And you're like, yes, it's good. I was like, okay, good, congrats. And then and then we had to warm up, and all of warm up, I was just like,
it was awesome. It was so funny. I was like at Dayton, I think I was like maybe 2 months pregnant at the time, and I was just like, because I wasn't showing. I'm a small person. Like, I think I said on the other podcast or the other episode, I said that I didn't start showing until like 7 months, because I was small. And plus, like, because I'm talking about the pregnancy journey, Dante was growing to my back. Like, he was growing into my back rather than out, which is fine. It's normal. That's a normal thing. Like, everyone shows pregnancy at different times.
Yeah.
And so instead of coming forward, he was, like, growing into my back area. I didn't have a lot of back pain, which was really surprising, but yeah, so that was funny. I was just telling everyone was just like kind of fun for me because I love seeing everyone's different reactions. Like David, for example, fucking love David. I remember telling him at a rehearsal, and he basically was like, "So do you want me to push you down those stairs now or later?" And I was like, "David, please."
Oh my god.
Like he made a joke of it. And...
Was it Chris who guessed it?
Yes, I think it was Chris. Yes, I remember. I was like, "Guess what?" And he's like, "You're pregnant." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "How did..." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yes!"
Oh my god.
That was awesome. I don't know how he got that. And he genuinely didn't know. And I just thought that was... I feel like that's his, like, go-to.
Yeah. And I feel really bad because I remember you wanted to tell me the day before. You wanted to tell me earlier.
I was really scared.
But I was so fucking stressed out.
Yeah, that too.
Because of, like, I was in the middle of, like... The week of Dayton, I had 2 final exams.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was just scared because
really
I was scared what your reaction was going to be. Like, ultimately. I thought you were going to be like, "Good for you."
No.
But that's how it was with everyone. I was just automatically, you're always scared.
Because, like, I understand, like, obviously, this is just, like, my personal thought of it. But obviously, it's a little more nerve-wracking when you're younger.
Yeah.
And when you're, like... still not fully but like reliant on your parents and like you're still really early in the journey and like especially because you and other parent had not been together for that long, so like I get that people like, but if they care about you, they will, whoever it is will always be supportive of whatever decision you're making. Like, sure, I had not my doubts, but I was just like, I have my own personal opinions on like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy, but I would never be like, ugh. I will always support you, and Dante's the cutest little thing.
But yeah, so basically that's just like, that was kind of just the beginning, like the very early stages. And so I went for like, you know, my checkups and stuff, like regular checkups, and everything was healthy. I am gonna just like kind of skip through most of the pregnancy. I didn't have morning sickness. I had one day out of like every 2 to 3 weeks where I just couldn't keep anything down. And that was also normal. Like, everything that I'm telling everyone right now is normal. Like, I would not, and I would specify if it wasn't. And I will get to that point. But as of right now, like, everything that I had was normal. And so we get to, you know, the gender reveal, super exciting, you know, the baby shower, very exciting. And then
I was there.
Yeah, you were. I tried to invite everyone.
I know.
Because everyone was busy. A lot of people, like, think you were doing DCI.
I was in drum corps.
Yeah, so you couldn't come to the
gender reveal.
So, and which I was still like inviting everyone and stuff like that. So
wait, was I at the baby shower? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
And so basically I was just, you know, just trying to, you know, live life.
My mother-in-law made that blanket.
Yes, he still sleeps with it. He's sleeping with it. Yes, I like every time I like put it on him, I think of you. Like, I always think of you. It's so funny because I associated you with that blanket now, and I'm just like, I don't know.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, he still sleeps with it. I think it's so freaking cute. It's just a little blanket that the mother-in-law made, and so cute, so adorable. But yeah, I love it. And then. So I'm just, skipping through most of the stuff, just regular checkups and stuff like that. And closer to the end, this is when everything gets, like, extremely chaotic.
Uh-oh.
So, a little. So, basically, like, moving forward. So, Caitlin's birthday is October 20th.
Yes.
And I was having contractions, like... So I got super sick. Let's start from the beginning. Like, maybe this, like, just a random Thursday. I can't remember the specific date. I think it was 2 days before. Oh, God. I'm not doing dates right now. So Thursday in October, I got super sick. Yes. And I felt awful. Like, it was, like, 100. Like, at this point, it's, like, midnight. So I'm I was with the parent before and like meeting up with him, and we were just talking, and I remember we were talking in his car and I got so hot I had to start taking off my clothes. Like, not in a sexual way at all. I just had to start taking, I was like burning up. And so he got me a blanket from the back and I basically just stripped. And he put the blanket on me and he was like trying to feel my head. Like, he was genuinely nervous. So
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in the car and I was just like, I don't feel good. Like, I'm just thinking like it's, you know, a normal thing going on. And so we sat there for like an hour and I was just trying to like relax because I didn't have time to see this guy like for a while. Like, he was working full time and I didn't get to see him as much. So, you know, I'm trying to like see him more. And so it happened to be at night. So basically I we got to the point where I was like, I don't feel good at all. Like, I need to go inside. Like, I need to actually like take medicine now because it was getting really bad. I thought it was just a little, you know, a little cold. So no, I went back inside. I put my clothes on, guys. Relax. I went back inside and he was like, all right, it's getting late. Like, I'm going to go home. Just please keep, like, text me if you need anything. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I feel like shit. Like, I'm like, I can't get the medicine down. And he's like, okay, I'm coming over. I'm bringing you a smoothie. I'm going to like help you take the medicine. Like, cause I'm really bad at taking pills. And so he's like, I'm going to make you a smoothie. We're going to get this down and you're going to go to bed. And he came over, he took my temperature and it was like 103.
Wow.
And he was like, okay, I'm going to call the ER because when you're pregnant and you have like that high of a fever, it's concerning.
Yeah.
And so he basically, I was sitting right here on the couch and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I feel like crap. Like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. And so he called the ER and was like, what do we do? Like, do you want us to go in? Do you like, what do we do? Like, so basically they were like, if she has a hospital, like I did at the time, like if she has a birthing center she's going to, go there and she'll get admitted and they'll take care of her. And so my mom, my mom was sick at the time. So I was like, okay, I got it from her. And so I was like, you know, it's fine. Like, everyone gets sick. And so I went upstairs. I was like, hey, like, I need to drive. Like, can you drive me to the hospital? She's like, I'm tired. I can't. And so last resort, we called his mother because I wanted more people with me. I trusted this guy, don't get me wrong, but I wanted a motherly figure with me. And so we called his mom and she immediately got up and was like, yeah, we're going, let's go to the hospital. Like, because she, you know, she did care for my health, of course,
And the
the baby's health. And so we went there. It was like 1 a.m. at this point.
Oh, wow.
And I remember getting there and I was like my stomach hurts, and they were like, okay, we're checking, like, you're good, like, we'll have you stay here for a couple hours. They gave me medicine, everything was fine, and they were like they did like their tests and stuff, they were drawing blood, all of that, and they basically were like, you have COVID. Oh, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And so they were like, no, you have COVID. Like, we can't, unfortunately, we can't keep you here because I was in triage. Like, we can't get admitted to a room unless I'm giving birth. And so they were like, unfortunately, we got to send you home. So just take medicine, drink a lot of water, you know, that kind of stuff. 2 days before this, I'm kind of jumping around. 2 days before this, we had our appointment and I found out, like, we had an ultrasound at that point, and so, or one of the ultrasounds, we had many, but at this point we had another ultrasound. They checked the baby and they were like, you know, they made faces and I was like, don't make faces, talk, tell me what's going on, what do you say, like, what is happening? And so they sent me back and I'm sitting there for an hour and a half. I sat in that room freaking out. I was like freaking out. I had so much anxiety. Almost said it again. Parent was with me and basically he was just like, it's okay, like, we're gonna figure this out, like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm sitting here like, at this point it was the hour and a half mark and I was like, I've been sitting here for an hour and a half, go outside, get a doctor and figure out what is going on, because that face means there's something wrong. Because no one makes that face when they're checking a baby. They're really good at keeping straight faces. She made a face and I was like, what's happening? Basically, the doctor came in, was like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't realize you were in here for so long. And I was like, okay, what's wrong with the kid? What's, like, that's my
Yeah.
first priority. She was like, at this point, I was 9 months like
Mhm.
reaching 9 months. It's because apparently you're like full term at like 10 months. It's
Yeah.
a whole thing. So 9 months pregnant, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, so it's not too concerning, but like average baby weight and stuff. But Dante's actually 4 pounds 3 ounces, and I'm sitting there like, okay, can you like elaborate? Like, because before we, a
That's
couple
really
months since I
low.
had my last ultrasound,
Yeah.
yeah, he was extremely small, and she used the word shrimpy.
Oh.
She was like, he's just a little shrimpy, and I was like, girl, like, what do I do? Like, he's small for 9 months,
Yeah.
and she was just like, just eat a lot of food. And I was like, do you think I'm trying? Like, I'm a small person. I don't eat that much anyways. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat as much as I can. And so that's where I was. So 2 days later, I was, I had COVID.
Mhm.
So, and that was, so it was Tuesday, 2 days later, Thursday, had COVID. 2 days later, Saturday, I was in bed and I was like, okay, I'm like really cramping. And I was like freaking out because I was like, and it was Caitlin's birthday, and
Mhm.
I was like texting, I was like, hey dude, like, happy birthday, like, I feel like shit. And so I was like, I wish I could see you, but I'm sorry. I'm like, I feel crappy. I would have like went up to see her, that kind of stuff. And so I'm sitting there, I'm dying, and I'm like, I'm cramping really bad. And I was like, I'm scared that something's happening because
Mhm.
they weren't very painful, but they were still painful enough where I was like, I can't sleep.
Mhm.
I need to go to the doctor. With enough convincing, I finally got my mom to take me to the doctor because I was like, I want to like I was like, I need to go to the doctor so bad right now. Like, I feel like crap. So we went. They checked me in, and they checked if I was dilated. I wasn't dilated, and they were like, okay, so you have COVID. So I still had COVID. So they were like, you have COVID, so we think the infection is actually causing fake contractions. And I was like,
Mm.
well, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
thanks.
crazy.
Like that's not fun. And so they were like, drink a lot of water, take a little bit of medicine, and then you'll be fine. Like, it's all good. Moving forward, on a Tuesday, it was so Monday night, very early Tuesday morning. So it was 2 a.m. I woke up and I felt those cramps again, and I was like, oh my god. Like, wait, was it Caitlin's birthday? Shoot, wait, it was.
No, it was a little after.
No, it was the 19th. Saturday was the 19th. So Caitlin's birthday was on Sunday. But
Mhm.
anyways, so moving forward, yeah. So Tuesday, I was like, I'm feeling the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna drink water. I'll walk around for a little bit. I walked up and down my stairs and inside my room, just walking in circles until 8. So for 6 hours, I was just walking around, and I was exhausted because I was like, I can't sleep. Like, every time I tried to lay down, it would just like cramps would
Mhm.
happen again. And I was just like, that sucks. So basically, I went into my mom's room because she was working from home, and I was like, I feel like shit.
Mhm.
Like, can we please just go to the doctor so they can give me medicine so I can sleep? That's
Mhm.
all I wanted, was just sleep, because I was up for so long.
Mhm.
And basically, as she was driving me, I kept getting these cramps. And I was literally like in the car like this. Like, I couldn't sit still. Like, it
Mhm.
was so bad. And so we got in, and I'm still cramping and stuff, and I'm like, again, I'm thinking this is all COVID cramps, because I was
Mhm.
just like, dude, like, why is this not stopping? Like, before it would stop and
Yeah.
come back. So basically, it was nonstop, and I got checked in, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do a routine check. We're gonna check if you're dilated.
Yeah.
And so she checked, and so this is like the TMI part, guys, just letting you know. She was like, feeling, and she was like, and I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, you're 5 centimeters dilated. And I was like, what? I was like, no, I'm not. Like, no. And she's like, yeah, you're halfway. Like, you can't go home. We're checking you in right now. And I was like, you kidding me?
That's crazy.
And
What
so,
about I just because in the movies and the shows they
Yeah.
do a lot of like talk about like the water breaking.
Yeah, my water didn't break yet.
Okay.
So I was fine. Like yes, that does happen though. That's
Okay.
like that's a sign of labor.
Yeah.
But mine didn't. So my sign was the cramping, which I was fooled because I thought it was COVID cramping.
Yeah.
So basically I call it COVID cramping. It's fake contractions caused by COVID. But moving forward, I think we were like there at like 9ish, and so they checked me in immediately. My mom was calling my partner and was like come on, like can you get here basically. He didn't answer. He was sleeping
Oh.
multiple times. She was calling, and he growled. So basically, and then she called his mother, like just, and I finally called him on my phone and was like, hey, like, can you, like, he finally answered, and I was like, hey, and he was sleeping in. Can you get here? I just want to let you know, don't freak out, but I'm in labor. Can you please go to my house, grab my stuff that I packed, and get here when you can? And I was like, try to be calm, but I'm also like in immense pain
Yeah.
because now that I've realized what it is, I'm a little freaked out.
Yeah.
And so I like, and it just started like exponentially getting worse. And I was just like, I'm in a lot of pain. And so the nurse came in. I basically was like, I'm going to try and wait it out as long as possible, the pain, because I don't want to immediately just get drugged, And so I was trying to wait it out as long as possible. And then I was like, nope, I can't do it. And so basically they gave me like the IV and stuff, and she was like, I was like, so what medication are you gonna give me? And she was like, oh, I'm gonna give you medical fentanyl. And I was like, what? So I was like laughing because I was like, at first, like I didn't associate it with like medical. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's insane, really? And they're like, yeah, it's fully medical, like it's okay. And I was just like, okay. And so she came in with it, and like she was putting it in my arm, and I was like, okay, when am I gonna feel it?
Yeah, that's like liquid gold right there.
It was like instant. Instant. So basically, I was feeling really good for like 2 hours. Like, and I was like, I could still feel it, but it wasn't like bad, like the contractions and stuff. Like, so basically, like, I would like look at the screen because there was a screen on the side that showed you like your peak of contractions and stuff. And so I was looking and I was like, I didn't even feel that one. And I was like laughing away, like, and so my partner finally got there, and I was just like, hey, and I was trying to sleep at this point. I was exhausted, and he was like, you look happy, and I was like, I am. I don't feel pain anymore. And so that started to wear off. So I started feeling the contractions again, and they're like, just let us know when you want the epidural, because they have to, call in the anesthesiologist and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay. So I finally was like, okay, I can't handle the pain anymore. Like it's coming in full force. So they called in the guy, and they were like, all right, let's do it. So, they were leaning me forward. They were like, you can't move, obviously. And I was like, okay, well, let's do this when my contractions stop, because I'm like freaking out. So they gave me the epidural. I did not feel it at all, by the way. There's a lot of people who have really bad stories and that kind of stuff. I did not feel the epidural at all. And I hate needles, like with a passion. Can't do it. Can't do blood, like you were talking about, blood and needles. I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, like I was panicking. Didn't feel it all. Felt great after. At this point, I'm like 7-8 centimeters. My water had not broken yet. So I'm like, what is happening? So basically, I'm, flipping. They're trying to flip me. So I'm in like the birthing position with my legs open, but on my side. So that's like a natural way of popping your water. We did that for about like 30 minutes. Nothing. And 30-45 minutes, nothing was happening. No like progress. So basically, they're like, okay, we got to pop it for you. Another TMI warning coming up. So basically, they take their fingers, and he's right there, by the way. Like, he's like from, the opening to my cervix, he's like
The baby.
the baby, yeah, from the cervix, the opening, that's where he was coming out. So like it was about this much from where they were. So that's where the fluid was. And so they were trying to pop it. They like a freaking water balloon. It felt like there was a water balloon inside me. So they finally popped it. Like it took 2 people to do this. First one couldn't get it, the second one finally got it. But how she got it, she was like this. And it went straight into her face. I was dying. Like, I was laughing. Like, at first I was like, I'm so sorry. But then I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because I'm firsthand watching, like, what's happening. So that was awesome. That was so funny to me. And it definitely, like, it helps me because I was freaking out. Because I had so much anxiety. Like, this was crazy for me. And I'm dying. My partner was like, in the corner, like, what?
Yes.
And so they finally did that. So we waited a little bit longer. So because usually the baby just comes at that point once the water breaks, or like, depending on how everyone's birth story. But at that point, the baby would have just started to come out. So I felt more pressure, which was normal. And so they were like, all right, so we're gonna give it like 30 more minutes and you're gonna start pushing. And I was like, okay. So I took my break. I was like kind of preparing myself, and they came back in. They're like, all right, let's start pushing. And I was like, I don't want to start. Like, I remember looking over at my partner, and I literally was like, I'm scared. I do not want to do this. Like, I was like, I thought I had 3 more weeks because Dante came 3 weeks early. And I was like, I thought I had 3 more weeks. I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, and he was like, you just gotta go. Like, we gotta do it. And I was just like, oh my God, really? Like, thanks for the support. And so, I don't think a lot of people don't understand, like, that kind of fear. And I think that was one of the most fearful moments I've ever had.
Yeah.
I really did not feel ready. I didn't feel mentally prepared. Like, I was just like...
You had 3 more weeks to prepare,
I was, like, really
Were you
out.
afraid of the pain as well?
Kind of.
Okay.
I think I was afraid of that. I was afraid of tearing. I'm afraid of, like, I was afraid of everything.
Yeah.
Like, all of that, I was like, all right, this is where it happens. Like, I'm afraid... He's not going to cry when he comes out. Like, I'm having all these fears. He's only 4.3 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these things are in my head, and I'm like, what if he's not even alive? Like, I'm just, I'm freaking myself out. Basically, they were like, all right, start pushing. So I'm like, like fake pushing. I was like, I'm too scared. And then the doctor wasn't even in the room. So I was just like, I'm just gonna, like, play it off. They're like, you're doing so good. And I was like, really? Thanks. I'm, faking all of this, but okay. And so basically, the doctor came in, and I went, oh, shit.
Now I gotta do it for real.
And so I was like, and so he came in, and I was just like, oh, okay, here we go. Biggest TMI for everyone, but, just getting there. So, I'm starting to push, and the worst pain out of this entire experience was the doctor's hand. So, what happens, I'm just going to go into it because it's funny. But,
you got it.
So,
yeah.
So, basically,
the cooter.
The doctor put his hand at the bottom and pushed with all of his, like, strength. Pushed. And I screamed. Like, I just, like, vividly remember this. I screamed. I was, like, in so much pain. And I can't remember the timeline. It was 11 minutes, 16 pushes. He was out. All because the doctor put his hand there. Basically, he stopped me from ripping, and it was the fastest delivery, like, he's ever done. And I was like, wow. Like, it was so fast. You have no idea. Like,
well, 'cause
11 minutes goes by so fast.
I hear people, they're like, I was in labor for 16 hours.
Right. I was in labor since 2 in the morning that day, but the pushing was like, I've heard people take like an hour, and I was like, I could not do that for an hour. Like that, the pain that doctor, like, I'm very grateful that he did that because I would have tore, and that's the last thing I wanted was stitches. And so basically, he was out, Dante was out. The doctor's like, all right, have fun, bye, and just left. I can't remember if my partner did the umbilical cord, like cut the umbilical cord or not. He did? He did. Okay, he did. I was so out of it that I like don't remember a lot of what happened. So I just remember them putting him on my chest, and I was like, "Can you guys clean him, please?" Like I'm very disgusted about
Yeah.
like fluids and stuff, and so I literally like I couldn't look, and I know that's a lot of people are gonna be like, "But that's the best part," and I'm like, I would rather him be clean. So they noticed that immediately, and they took him and they were cleaning. I didn't hear her cry, so I was I was like completely still and silent. I was just like staring up, like, oh my god, is he gonna cry? Is he gonna cry? Finally heard her cry. I just I don't remember I don't remember if my mom has a video or not, but you can see like I remember just the
Relief.
relief I felt, and then I was like, okay, like I can like relax now.
Yeah.
And so they took the baby, they did the umbilical cord, they cleaned him up, gave him back, and I was just like, oh my god, this thing just came, and he was so small.
I
He was
know.
the smallest little baby.
Aw.
He was 5 pounds 2 ounces when he came out.
Oh.
He was the tiniest little baby.
little baby.
Yeah, he was so sweet, and he looked like a little alien. Like, he was really scary. It's all newborns are ugly. I'm gonna be honest, sorry. All newborns are ugly. And so he came out, and so like they were doing all the tests and stuff, and I was just sitting there, and then my partner was like, "Good job," like, and I was just like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like, a lot of the stuff I still don't remember. It was so intense, just everything going on. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm done. And we opted to stay a second day in the recovery because usually second or first time mothers stay for 2 days. And so I was like, I want a second day. Are you kidding me? Like, of course I do. I want more help. Like, I want to, I'm scared. Like, I want to be able to do this. And so, so basically that's how it was. It was really sweet. I got to see it. Like, a lot of my friends came to visit. I had, I was FaceTiming people. It was really nice, and a lot of my family came, and just seeing everyone was so sweet. And it definitely made me like it felt nice. Like, people aren't stupid, you know what I mean? And they didn't go straight for the baby. They came for me. And I was like, I'm not trying to make this about myself, but and
It's a big moment for you, though.
I think I'm still getting like emotional about it now. My favorite moment, oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. My favorite moment is when my brother came in and was like, I'm trying to like hide my face. My brother came in and he just hugged me.
Aww.
Say something funny so I don't cry.
I remember I was like following your Instagram very closely because you were posting about like the Braxton Hicks.
Yeah.
And then like I had a feeling. I knew the baby was here. Yeah. And I called Luz. Yeah. Because I knew you were busy. Yeah. I like didn't want to bother you, so I called Luz. Right. And Luz was like, "Hello," and I was, "The baby's here. The baby is here. She had the baby.
The baby's here."
And Luz was like, "What? How do you know?" I was like, "Look at the Instagram. Look, the baby's here."
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, everyone. I posted it on my private. No, was it private? I don't remember. But I remember posting it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, yeah, my like one of my best memories was definitely my brother coming in because he just had his baby a month before.
Oh, well, with that context, of course.
Yeah, and so keep talking. I'm gonna keep crying.
No, it's with brothers. Yeah. I know, because I'm just gonna quickly like put.
No, please do.
When I was diagnosed with diabetes, my brother sat with me in the hospital for an entire day. Yeah. Because I was in there for 5 days.
Yeah.
when my mom couldn't be there with me.
Right.
And like my fondest memory.
Where the fuck is the tissue box when I need it, bro?
Sebastian,
Huh?
lock
You
in.
go grab it. It's in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You play with that?
What the fuck? Tucker's.
Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Spectacular. Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man.
On accident, yes. I didn't mean to actually let go.
That shit was like $20.
I didn't mean to actually let go.
Thank you.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it's the best feeling. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he just had his a month and a half before I had mine. And like,
was when you told him, was he excited for you?
yeah. I was really scared to tell them because I was like, "Oh, I'm going to take away their moment." Because that's how I felt. That's just how I felt.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm going to take it away from them. Like she can't have her own pregnancy and I was freaking out and my sister-in-law is the sweetest bonus sister of like ever.
Yeah.
And she was so happy. And I was so happy that she was happy.
Uh-huh.
But unfortunately she couldn't
She couldn't
come
be there.
see me. Yeah, because I think she was working. But my brother, like, I just remember like him coming in, and my little niece was there too. She's 4.
Aw.
And they just had their his second, her first baby. Like a month and a half before, like I said, and he came in and was like just immediately came over and hugged me, and it was just like the best feeling because it's my brother, you know? Like
Yeah.
he's like I was always so close to him growing up. And so just seeing him just come to me, I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was probably my favorite moment being in the hospital was him. Just seeing him. I don't know why, but it was like the highlight. It was so nice just to like know that he was there in a way. Like he was like my comfort person.
Mhm.
So I keep crying about it. Oh my god.
No,
Stop
but
crying.
that's really emotional.
Um,
And it's good emotional.
yeah. He's gonna see this and be like, "Oh my god." He's gonna text me.
Shout out, brother.
Yeah, he's like a really good person in my life, so I don't know. Just I'm so glad I'm wearing waterproof mascara. But yeah, it was such an experience for me. Um, I just want to preface because I've already gotten hate for my birthing story because it was so easy for me.
Oh.
First of all, I am one young motherfucker and
Yeah.
I was incredibly in shape at the time. Like I was incredibly fit. And so I just want to say that all those factors come into play. Like if you're young, like your body is made to have a baby at like a super young age. So obviously it's not normalized now, but that's just how we were created. So that's why it was so easy for me. And I'm sorry to everyone who had a traumatic birthing story, but unfortunately, but fortunately for me, I had a really good story and
Yeah.
really easy. And nowhere am I trying to brag about that. I just really wanted my story to be heard, and I just really thought it's a really important part of my life, and so I just wanted to talk about it and be able to,
Yeah.
have that outlook for everyone
Yeah.
else. But yeah, no, it was such a time, and my little baby is 9 months now.
Aw.
So I want to get him on the podcast at some point.
At some point.
But yeah, he's the sweetest little boy.
He's
And
so
he looks
cute.
just like me.
Yes, he does.
He's my twin.
He's so cute. The only difference,
Yeah.
no offense, his eyelashes are so long.
I had super long eyelashes as a baby, but the other person, partner, has super long lashes as well.
Yeah.
So we both of us having super long lashes, like boys like naturally have
It's unfair.
beautiful lashes.
It's unfair.
It is.
What the
I
hell?
was like,
Save
I
some
had,
for the rest of
I had
us.
so many comments about his lashes.
I know he has beautiful, like,
Yeah.
ding ding ding, like beautiful,
Yeah.
like angel
Yeah.
eyelashes.
And so I don't know, just and people telling me like they're like, you had a baby, and I was like, yes. Like, is that a good or a bad thing? Like I get it. I
It's
went
an-
basically back to the same shape I was
Yeah.
before, but it's like I'm also again I'm young.
Yes.
Like it just that's what happens when you're young. Like you could just go back to how you looked before. And I was a really skinny bitch before. So
Yeah.
like come on.
Yeah.
Like the weight that I gained during pregnancy, it was all him. Like soon as he came out, done.
Wow.
Like it went back. Like I mean, it was like the fluids and all that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just 5 pounds. I swear, there was like I gained like 30 pounds. But it was also again just the fluid that all just came back out. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but it was a really good story. I wouldn't take it back for the world. I was super blessed with a very easy pregnancy, very easy birth, and I will forever be grateful for that.
Do you want more in the future? Unsure?
To be honest, I honestly was okay with Dante.
Okay.
And I was like, we could just chill with one because I want to be in my 30s and partying it
Okay.
up. You know what I mean? But, I'm open to having more kids. I think it'll be fun. It'll, in a way, I know this is going to sound really bad, but I don't know how else to phrase it. But if I'm out there and I'm married and I want to have kids again, it'll be like I'm doing it the right way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There is no right way, but like
Personally.
normalized right way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely open to having kids again, but I don't know how many. I don't want to have kids past 30 because there's too many health
Yeah, factors,
yes,
risks.
too many scary health
Yeah.
things I don't want to go past. So I will not have a kid past 30. That's my own personal rule. But we'll just see. We'll see where I
Yeah,
go. I'm
yeah.
happy with one for now.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
I'm not looking for any more. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, he's great, and
Yeah.
I'm blessed with a very easy, very amazing baby. So very excited. about that.
Yay.
But I don't know what the message should be for this episode. Do you have anything you want to talk about that you can bring up?
Just want to shout out my brother.
Yeah.
Now that you brought that up,
Yes.
just want to shout out my brother, and I want to shout out my cousin who actually watches. She told me she watches the
Oh my
podcast.
gosh. Shout
So,
out cousin.
Shout out cousin. I love you, Julia.
Love it.
Name drop.
Leave it.
Shout out to my
Live it.
to my
Love-
brother. I
live
don't think
it.
he watches it, but I love my brother and I love my sister-in-law, his wife. I love them so much. I was able to walk my brother down the aisle when he got married.
Aw,
Me and my mom.
that's awesome. I love that.
My brother sat with me when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
My brother is like, I have a story. I'm not going to share it without his consent at some point, but like I saved my brother's life once. And ever since then, I feel like I always call him my big little brother because he's older than me, but I like love him and I care for him as if like he was
You're
my
an older sister.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my cousin, she's been my rock. She's been taking care of me since I was a baby. So
Yeah, my brother and I are 10 years apart.
my brother and I are 13.
Yeah, so I feel like the big age gap, it's just like,
The relationships are better.
I agree.
Yeah. And I didn't live with my brother for many years. I think
Mm-hmm.
he moved in with us when I was 11 or 12
Mm.
because he wasn't an American citizen.
Mm.
He lived in another country.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah,
so when
that's
I remember him driving me to school every day.
that's awesome.
I love my
yeah.
brother. But yeah, that I don't want to take this from you because
No,
this is such
yeah.
a big thing.
Mhm.
And like but here I have one question for
Yeah.
you. Did
Please
you
ask.
poop on the table?
Guys, I don't want to talk about this.
I want to know.
So unfortunately, okay, the worst part is when I started pushing. I'm just gonna say it anyways. When I started pushing, I remember this person, the person I was with,
Oh no.
was like looking because he was curious and he wanted to see like what it looked like, and I was like, "Don't look!" Like I screamed, "Don't look!" Yes,
You pooped?
yes.
And that's a normal bodily human function.
It's because
It's a lot of
it's
like
because-
pressure.
It's because they numb you as
Yeah.
well. So you cannot clench for the freaking life of you, bro.
You gotta poop before you go to the doctor.
I was actually so scared of like pooping during pregnancy because I was scared.
Imagine
being-
you just come out. You just come out while you're
It was
pooping.
like a stupid fear that I
No,
had.
that makes sense.
But just saying yes, I did, and yeah.
No, that's like listen, that's
'Cause it
just
was like-
normal.
no, of course, it's completely normal. And just saying, there is no way to prevent it. I'm just being completely upfront and honest with you. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna prevent it. No, you can't. You can't even feel down there.
Yeah.
The worst part is like TMI, you can like feel it happening, and you're like, like, but yeah, no, yeah. Good luck, guys. Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Don't-
Try it.
I don't know about that one.
No, you actually can. If you get the epidural, you can.
No, I thought you were saying try it on like trying having a baby.
Well, if you're pregnant, try
Yes.
not pooping.
Try not pooping.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's so funny. That was a great question.
He's been facing me the whole time. Sorry, guys.
Any more questions? Do
I
you have
don't
any
have
more questions? Do you have any questions?
Oh, yeah, so just a quick little thing about me is my partner is here.
Hi, Ash.
Hi, Ash. In November we'll be together for 5 years.
Are you serious? That's so cool.
5 years.
That's awesome. I can't relate.
That's okay. That's okay.
I wish.
Did
Do
you
have
know we
any
met in high
questions
school?
back there, tech guy, about my birth?
Any
What?
birth questions?
Any birth
Oh, I was
questions?
gonna ask the poop question, but you already got that.
I
you
did.
actually?
Everyone wants to know.
Everyone does, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
Because I asked the nurse too, because I was genuinely curious.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, they said in their like 13 years of nursing, not once did one person not do it.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
So it just happens.
happens. So, good luck, guys. Good luck.
Maybe I'll skip out on having children.
Adoption is a great option.
Yes.
I'm adopted.
Adoption is a great option.
I'm adopted.
Congratulations.
Congrats, mom.
Thanks.
Oh my
No
God.
shit. No shit.
No shit, literally. Anyways, trying to think of like a message for this. I would be like,
Family is so I want to do an episode at some point where we talk about family.
yeah,
And family is important, but that includes found family.
yeah.
And that's why like I want to talk about that at some point, but this one is like your story, your individual story about how you come to be, how your family comes to be
Right.
is
Yeah,
so important.
it
And
is.
that's it. Like your story is your story, your life is your own life.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Honestly, I guess like the message is like
Baby.
for real.
Baby.
No, I was gonna say like try to live without regrets.
Ooh.
Just try. It's hard. It really
Very
is. Like I have a lot of regrets. But if you keep dwelling on those regrets, you're not going to live life the way you should be, I
Yeah.
guess. So just try to live to the fullest and try not to look back on things as much as moving forward. I guess that's better. Have regrets. But
Regrets will live with you, but
Yeah.
the thing you have to be able to do is just live through them. Like
Mhm.
push through it and continue on.
yeah. Just try not to think about them as much. Just know everything happens for a reason and you are who you are.
Yeah.
So
Are we ready
our
for some
Q&A,
questions?
Dude.
not the fire photos. We only have 2 questions today, so short Q&A.
Short Q&A. Do you have any questions? Do we want to ask each other that we can think
I'm
of?
trying to think of questions.
Demon's excited.
Yeah, Demon is really excited for
Demon
Q&A
is very
time.
excited. for
Demon really
questions.
liked your story.
Thank you, Demon.
Should we give demon a name, or is it just demon?
Demon.
Demon? Okay.
Yeah.
No, demon.
No,
No?
No, demon.
because that's a real demon. I
Yeah,
don't.
Valak.
No.
No.
Valak.
Can you stop saying that word?
Valak.
Stop.
Can you
Beep.
actually stop saying that word? Oh my god.
All right,
You're gonna
question
piss me
1.
off.
Where to find... This is a great stuff. Where to find men that are not assholes and hate women?
You don't.
Wait.
That's the truth.
The way they wrote this question sounds like they want to find one that hates women.
Wait,
It says
really?
where to find men that are not assholes and hate women.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter.
Alright.
You don't. That's why I date women.
Where to find men that are not...
Also, your
The way the
friends.
phrase is really-
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
It's like funny to think about. It's like dude,
We got the point. We got the
But it's
point.
funny though.
Okay. Congrats.
Today-
You're the only one who thinks it's funny.
Today, our tech guy is like extra pissing us off.
He's like on something
I don't
today.
give a fuck.
He's like actually on
Thank you for
something.
all your help.
You're
Anyway,
I would say for that one,
your friends.
It's
probably.
hard, honestly. Every single relationship I've been in. Okay, there's one relationship that I would take back in a heartbeat, but he's taken by a girl who hates me.
Oh.
LOL. So we're not gonna talk about that. But that guy, 100%. He was the sweetest person, most genuine. But every other relationship I've been in, I would not take them back.
Most of the relationships I've been in have been with women.
Oh. Well, lucky for you.
And
they're
every
great.
man that I ever spoke to was awful. Like,
Sorry, there's no hope.
no, date women.
There's
Your
no
answer
hope.
is, unfortunately, women or like men that are your friends or like friends of your friends. But even they are sometimes not it. Yeah,
Yeah. Good luck.
I'm so
I
sorry.
I genuinely have.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. I literally have no.
Most of my relationships have been long term and with women.
Damn.
Me too.
Every relationship I've been in has been over a year. Like year and a half. Over a year and a half.
Mine have been over 4.
Damn.
Yes.
You're old.
What the fuck? Listen, the majority of my life I wasn't dating anyone.
Aren't you 4 years older than me? You're gonna be 4 years older than me.
How old are you?
How old are you?
How old
You're
are
24, right?
you? No, I'm not.
You're 23?
No,
You're 22?
I'm 22.
Or
I'm not
I thought you
24.
were turning 24.
Ash is 24.
Really?
I'm turning
Oh,
23
shit.
in
Never mind,
September.
You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
I'm 20.
Do I
You're
look
20?
that old? You're 20? Do I look that
No
old?
one has to know, baby girl.
What?
No one has to know, baby girl.
Do I look that old?
No, you just present yourself as someone who's
More mature.
Oh my God.
I
You
present
present
myself
as older.
as old and mature.
You do not look old at all. I'm just
Okay.
saying, like you.
No, I'm
present
22.
yourself.
My birthday's in September. I turned 23.
That's really awkward.
You thought I was 24?
Actually, I did. I don't know
Dang.
why.
Fair enough.
You were an emerald, bro. Why would I? Why would you be 24?
Yeah, I would have
Okay.
aged out.
That's so funny.
You're funny.
I know.
I thought you were 19 for a minute.
I was a couple months ago.
Yeah, I was like, your
You were
birthday
at
was
my
recent.
birthday.
I was at your birthday.
Okay, next question.
What are your top 3 favorite emojis and why?
Blue heart. Blue heart, because I use blue heart for everything. Star eye emoji, because
Mhm.
I love stars, and also just like I love being like I love being like star eye.
Yeah.
And then
God, I don't even know, bro.
I don't use emojis a lot. I would say the emoji that's like melting, because that's
Mm.
my go-to crash out emoji.
The wilted rose.
No, the it's like a face that's melting.
It's melting into the
Yeah,
ground.
that's my go-to crash out.
I don't know. I feel like the crying. I use the crying emoji a lot. Like
Uh-oh.
no,
Oh,
not
the cry laughing.
Like the cry laughing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh.
Well, like it's like the one with the
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah.
Cause it's. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
I
yeah,
use
yeah,
that
yeah.
as like
Okay.
a laughing thing.
Yes,
I don't know.
understood.
Probably like I'm trying to think of like my most used. Probably the white heart. I'm not racist, I swear.
No,
I knew
everyone
that's
just
what you were thinking.
everyone just has their color. So like only
The white or the black heart. I don't like colors. Oh,
You
that,
gotta chill, dude.
wait. I don't like the rainbow colors. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Is what she said.
I feel like I'm just digging myself a deeper
She
hole.
thinks
You
so
like
much
the
of
plain
herself.
ones.
Yes.
She likes the plain
I'm very
ones.
basic.
I like the blue one. Blue's my favorite color.
I like the black and white. Love the Crocs.
My blue.
Shout out.
Shout out to my cousin who bought them for me.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess the skull emoji, because I also use
Because
that
you're
as a
dead as
laugh.
hell all the time. Yeah.
For real.
Dead ass.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we're done. What's our timestamp?
Hour 5.
That's not bad.
Jinx.
All
That's
right.
not bad. I gotta watch it like 2.9.
All right.
Thank
thanks
you.
sis.
There's not a lot of editing in this one. I don't think.
There's a couple times where I can put some.
Well, you have to like bleep names, but
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like in the beginning. That's fine.
you still have to watch through, make sure.
Thank you.
thank
Maybe
you
one
guys
day
for
you'll get
watching.
paid.
Maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Maybe one day. Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank
We
you.
will see you for the next episode.
We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Did you end it?
No, I didn't.
What the fuck?
Having fun at Daveland. Having fun at Daveland.